The cost of lithium has increased from $4,450 for each ton in 2012 to $78,032 in 2022. That is an increase of $1,600 and 54% in the past 10 years, and a 480% increase in just the past year. Now, imagine a scenario where another battery costs something like $15.15 each kilowatt hour compared to the $101 per kilowatt hour cost of a lithium-based battery. This is precisely the exciting battery innovation that CATL brings to the table. So what makes the cost of this momentous battery so low? What different benefits come with it? Welcome to Bulls and Bears. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our content. Now, let's go back to the video. Battery technology is moving quickly to the point that sometimes it's difficult to keep up. That being said, CATL has set up a huge supply chain for the batteries. It has entered negotiations with some car makers about the possible outcomes of sodium-ion battery use. Sodium-ion technology is cheap and safe. But can it oust lithium-ion? That's what Elon Musk said when he tweeted the following: "The price of lithium has gone to insane levels. So, how then does the cost of a sodium-ion battery compare?" The outright benefit of sodium-ion is the low cost. Sodium is 2.3% of the world's crust. It's over 1,000 times more common than lithium. According to the perspective of raw materials for anodes, the recent price of lithium carbonate is $570,000 for every ton, while the cost of sodium carbonate is under $3,000 for each ton. This means that it is 190 times cheaper than a lithium-ion battery. CATL even said that sodium has better conductivity and that the concentration of the electrolyte can be decreased, which also lessens the cost by around 85%. The typical cost of Tesla 4680 battery pack will be $101 per kilowatt hour in 2022. We can then utilize this to work out the new battery costs, which are roughly $15.15 per kilowatt hour, or almost 7 times less than the 4680 battery. So if you own a Tesla Model 3 standard range with an expected battery limit of 50 kilowatt hours, rather than paying $5,050 for a revolutionary game-changing battery, the cost is extremely low. However, how far might the sodium-ion battery go? Its applications in passenger cars have shown that it generally addresses the issues of models with a range of up to 248 miles. Through spearheading its AB battery system integration technology, CATL has accomplished a blend of sodium-ion and lithium-ion, permitting them to complete one another and therefore increase the energy density of the battery system. This approach allows sodium-ion batteries to support EV models with a range of up to 310 miles, while the 4680 Model Y has just a 275-mile range. However, most electric vehicles frequently care about charging time. So how long would it require to charge a sodium-ion battery? CATL sodium-ion cells can charge in 15 minutes to 80% at room temperature. For comparison, with fast charging at a public station, a Model Y from Tesla recharged from 0 to 80% in around 32 minutes, which is over 2 times longer than the sodium-ion battery. Now, how well does sodium-ion perform in extremely cold temperatures? Lithium-ion batteries can work ideally at 15 degrees to 35 degrees Celsius, which is the reason why they are troublesome in the wintertime. CATL sodium-ion battery will support a 90% capacity retention rate at negative 20 degrees Celsius and still have a retention rate of more than 70% at negative 40 degrees Celsius. In winter, the issue of electric vehicles' inability to cruise will no longer be a problem. Also, we haven't seen anything that says there is a steep degradation at higher temperatures either. Now, how safe are sodium-ion batteries, really? The sodium-ion battery has similar working standards to the lithium-ion battery. Sodium ions also proceed between the cathode and anode. However, compared with lithium ions, sodium ions have a bigger volume as well as higher requirements regarding their structural stability and kinetic properties. This has turned into a bottleneck for the industrialization of sodium-ion batteries. Sodium-ion batteries are safer because they are less combustible than lithium-ion batteries. Recently developed sodium-ion technology utilizes a normal fire extinguishing solution that is also impervious to temperature changes and can work at high voltages. One key to this component is the super thin protective layer that forms on the anode. This super thin layer stays stable once formed, giving the long cycle life mentioned in the research article. Despite making critical breakthroughs, the chemical organization of lithium metal batteries has consistently presented a ton of difficulties. The greatest drawback is that sodium-ion batteries have a lower energy density than lithium-ion batteries. This means that EV with a sodium battery that is a similar size as a standard lithium-ion battery wouldn't be able to travel as far on a single charge. CATL's first-generation sodium battery creates 160 watt-hours of electricity next to a standard lithium battery. Last year, CATL revealed its first sodium battery prototype and said it's been zeroing in on developing new technologies for a second-generation sodium battery that can create 200 watt-hours per kilogram. Interestingly, standard lithium-ion batteries have 200 to 300 watt-hours per kilogram. Although their lower energy density is improving continually, the first generation of sodium-ion batteries is superior to lithium-ion cells from 6 or 7 years ago. What about genuine applications? The first generation of sodium-ion batteries can be utilized in different transportation electrification situations, particularly in areas with very low temperatures where their remarkable benefits become obvious. Also, it can be flexibly adjusted to the application needs of all situations in the energy storage field. We currently see that various new batteries are being examined in the lab, but it usually takes them 5 or even 10 years to arrive at the market. Or will they be released soon? Even so, sodium-ion batteries will ultimately turn into the standard choice. Lithium-ion batteries will be probably utilized in upmarket vehicles. However, for ordinary use, we don't need the costly lithium. This is as much a revolution as the electric car itself, as we have tracked down a less expensive and more reasonable battery option. When do you suppose we'll begin seeing sodium-ion batteries in the market? Do you believe that this would be a viable option to replace lithium-ion batteries? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell to be updated on our new videos. See you in our next video!